Read over some of the negative thought patterns and see if that can clarify for you. The first one is the crisis of realizing that one is living a meaningless life.
Spiritual crisis, such as the absence of faith.
All right.
Crisis that accompanies the inability to trust in the natural supportive process of life.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, not being supported or feeling not supported. Okay, what else? Go ahead, Amanda.
The absence of courage and faith in oneself.
Mm-hmm.
Living according to the energy of negative attitudes that prevent an individual from seeing opportunities to change.
So that's a mouthful. Living according to the energy of negative attitudes. So negativity preventing you from seeing opportunities for change. So you're so negative. How many people do you know that just dwell on the negative, and they can't see any purpose in life or reason for being
I don't know that
here?
many people like that actually anymore.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, you've changed. Once you become aware of that, then you change your partners, change your people. And last one, fear of self-development. This includes the fear of knowing oneself. Hate to bring up those guys again, but every once in a while, you know, and you've had friends too that refuse to do the exploring of self. That's very intimidating to them, and they don't want to grow. So that can be a crown chakra.
I mean, something that really sucks, pardon my English, sorry, is when you like notice something, well, when I've noticed something about myself and I'm like, oh my god, I'm totally doing that. I'm being a jerk, and it's because it was almost what you were saying earlier, Anna, about like, it's like when I realize that I'm saying something because I want to feel secure and I'm putting someone down, and I realize that I'm doing that.
Well, it's the whole like you're pointing a finger and three are pointing back at you.
Yes, it's like blaming someone when it's your own.
So you're
thing.
looking then that there's a higher standard. There's a higher self. If we relate this to the crown chakra, there's a higher self that gives us a pattern for living above the ego or beyond the ego.
What if we did like a monk or like some religious figure that's lost their faith
There you go.
or something? I mean, it could a shaman or a nun or a Buddhist monk or just some kind of like somebody who's dedicated their life to a spiritual, but then they feel like they've
A
lost
Tammy
faith.
Baker, for example, or a president that has gone astray. Or
What?
None.
None?
none?
Yeah, but
But in a good way, she could find a new faith.
because I was gonna say I don't know if she'll go back to her old
I
faith.
know, right? That would be.
Because that would be.
I wonder if you've got a nun that gets drawn away from. I mean, wonder if she breaks her vows. Wonder if she's tempted in some way to break her vows.
Maybe she becomes more into like a earth-based practices, like more connected to the cycles of the earth.
Instead of ritual. That's a good. We got a lot of ritual and just habitual.
This goes back to what we were talking about.
Right.
outside.
Like, I don't want to, like, put down nuns. What if they're taking this course?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You never know.
But it can
It's sort of like the
but
sound
that
of music too.
Right.
Like, doesn't she sort of go off?
what is it?
Like the sound of music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like
What
Orange
about,
is the New Black? Or
like,
she, protests and...
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you were to target any religion, it would be sort of maybe just somebody,
Some normal...
some average.
Yeah, some average.
Actually,
Joe.
I had a friend in college who was really convinced that if he believed in God, he would be much happier, but he just could not logically convince himself to believe in God. He became a lawyer, but I mean, I don't know that it's not.
Well,
I mean, it's a true story.
Yeah.
So
But-
maybe we just tell a story about a person who grew up with a religion, but it didn't make sense, so they lost their faith, and it's a matter of feeling purposeless now. And
Like
what
my life
happens?
story.
Yeah.
Similar to me.
We'll call the person Hannah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to have a story about me, go ahead.
Yeah.
Um,